Good evening, everyone. Controller Cramps here, coming to you with joy in my heart. Lots of joy. Had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you did as well. As a lot of you know that my dad had some health problems earlier in the year. Started out the year really bad. He was diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer, and so he had to go through treatment, and that ended in I think early May, and he's doing a lot better. He had a CAT scan yesterday and got the results today really quick, and he is cancer free. So we are so happy. It's a great end of the year. Year started terrible and it's ending great, so I'm very happy about that. He really outdid himself this year with my Christmas. Got me a lot of stuff. He asked me what I wanted. I told him he's really the only one in my family that I have left, honestly. He asked me what I wanted, and I told him, it's mostly just, DVDs, horror movies, stuff like that. He said, well, do you have an Amazon wish list? I said, yeah. So I sent him over the wish list. I said, don't go overboard. Just don't go overboard. Got there. We had Christmas morning and everything. We started opening presents, and he definitely went overboard. But I'm happy he did, because in the long run, because I got some really cool stuff, and all of it was stuff that was on my list. So got some DVDs here and some Blu-rays. The first one I have never seen. I don't know how I avoided this movie. It is The Blob on DVD. I don't know how I didn't see this movie. This is the one that came out, I think it was 1988. It's the remake with, I think Kevin Dillon's in it. Yeah, it was Kevin Dillon. I just watched this at his house. Man, I love this movie. This is really great. Cool sci-fi, body horror type stuff. Kind of like The Fly. Very gory, slimy. Great movie. This is one I'm going to own on Blu-ray eventually. Add that to my collection. Really good. Highly recommend this. Very good music, sort of 80s vibe to it. Very good. You'll love it if you haven't seen it yet. Then I got this, the Night of the Living Dead. This is the DVD release of that I don't have yet. This is the black and white version. Lots of this is the Millennium Edition. Has tons of special features on there. Really cool to get this. I've got other versions on DVD, but I don't have this particular one, so I had it on my list, and I'm glad he got that for me. Next, we have the Anchor Bay Evil Dead Collection Ultimate Edition. Really cool packaging on this. Feels heavy. Lots of cool extra features. It's got the widescreen, full screen. Ladies of the Evil Dead, Life After Dead, Ladies of the Evil Dead documentary. Bunch of other stuff on there. Very cool edition. I've never seen this before. I don't know how he found it on my list. I didn't remember actually putting it on there. But I'm very happy to get this. Very cool. I love The Evil Dead. Great movie. Then he got me this to go with it. This is The Evil Dead 2 on DVD. I don't have this one yet. I love the artwork on this. A Sam Raimi classic. This is obvious. This is my favorite Evil Dead movie. I don't really consider Army of Darkness an Evil Dead movie. It's kind of in its own. It's kind of in its own bracket, even though it sort of has the same character. He just went way over the top with the Army of Darkness. But cool to have this. Then we have Army of Darkness on DVD. Includes $8 towards a movie ticket. The Huntsman. Winter's War. Very cool. Yeah, this is expired at this point. From the director of Spider-Man and Drag Me to Hell. This is a later release. The Screwhead edition of Army of Darkness. Love this movie. Very cool. Very glad to have this. Then we have a Stephen King classic, which I'm going to probably be watching tonight. And it's by one of my favorite directors. It is Christine on Blu-ray. I have never seen this. I'm building a John Carpenter collection, so this was one that was on my bucket list for that. Wanted to get it, and now I have it. I'm very happy to get it. Gonna crack that open tonight. I've read the story. I read the book when I was in high school. Then we have a movie by a director that I enjoy for the most part. I haven't really enjoyed his latest movies, like in the last few years. But I did like this one when this came out. It's Red State. I thought it was a pretty cool twist on a cult compound kind of thing. Lots of twists and turns in this. Very, very cool. I recommend this if you haven't seen it. I think he kind of went downhill after this one with Tusk and stuff like that. Then we have an excellent movie series. One of my favorite horror movie series. I consider it horror. It's over the top. Sure, there's a lot of humor, just like Evil Dead, but it's a great series. And there's actually 2 more movies than what's in this pack. But it is the Tremors Attack Pack. All 4 movies. It's the first 4 movies. They have a 5th and a 6th movie now. It's number 6 is called Cold Day in Hell. And I want to see that as well. Now, I watched with him, my dad, the first 3 movies at his house. And we were going to watch the 4th and fell asleep. I left the Blu-ray at his house. So I'm going to go back there during New Year's and pick that up. And we'll actually probably finish that and watch the other 2. I actually ordered the other 2, so we can watch those as well when I go over. So glad to get that. Then, with some Christmas cash, I actually got a couple movies from the local bookstore. Both by Dario Argento. I've seen clips of these, and when I saw them at the bookstore, I was like, I have got to get these. These were $10 a piece. I think that's a good deal. First one is Demons. I heard this is a really good movie. Lots of special features. This is a Synapse release. Yeah, it's. I think it has a poster in it. Very cool. Haven't watched it yet. I'm going to be watching it soon. If I didn't have to work, I'd be watching all these movies. Or I would have watched them by now. Then we have Inferno, which I've heard is pretty good as well. Argento at his very finest, or very best. This is a Blue Underground release. Cool inner cover artwork there. Don't want to scratch anything. Come on. There you go. Yeah, pretty cool inner cover artwork. So happy to get those. I gotta have some Argento in my collection. And then we have another one that he got me. My dad got me. And it's a box set that I've been looking forward to get for quite a while, actually. It's been on my list for a couple months now. But there always seems to be something else that comes out that I forget about this one. But I think it's a must-have for any horror collector, or horror movie collector at least. This is the Universal Monsters, the Essential Collection, 8 original horror classics in high definition. I've already watched Dracula. It comes with Dracula, 1931, Frankenstein, Mummy, Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, The Wolfman, Phantom of the Opera, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. I've watched Dracula already. It's like the second or third time I've seen it, and it looks great. This is a really cool set. Now, I was kind of worried when I got it because evidently when I put it on the list, I didn't realize that it was a English or a UK release, but it plays perfectly fine in my PS4, so I was very happy that it does play on my PS4. It's not region locked or anything like that. Comes with a bunch of cool like postcards and stuff. and this cool booklet. Kind of goes over the history of the films. Really cool set. Hard to do with one hand. Cool little postcards here. Very cool. Yeah, I like the artwork inside as well. For the price, you cannot go wrong. I think it's like I think it's listed for like $20 or something. I mean, it's a really good price for that. These are classics, and like I said, if you collect horror, you've got to get that. Got to have that in your collection. And then I got a couple gift cards from one from my dad, and then another from another family member. And I had to get this. It was $50 altogether that I got in gift cards. And now this came out a couple months ago. I think, well, maybe it came out last month. And I saw everybody picking this thing up. And I went to go pick it up, and it had jumped up to $68. And I'm like, what the hell? It's supposed to be like $50, I think. So I waited another week, and it said sold out. I was like, oh my God. So I guess I'm not going to get it. Well, when I got the gift cards, I went on Amazon and checked again, and it was for sale for $57. So basically I paid $7 for this. And it's a movie series that I loved as a kid. Creeped me out when I was really young, but then I started to appreciate the humor in it and the sci-fi aspects. It is the Critters collection, and put out by Scream Factory. It's got the first, or actually, well, the only 4 Critter movies: Critters, Critters 2, Critters 3, and Critters 4. Critters 3 has what's his name? The guy from Titanic. What the hell is his name again? Oh yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm getting old, guys. I get brain farts. So yeah, number 3 has Leonardo DiCaprio, and the first 2 are the best, and number 3 is okay, number 4 is okay, but the first 2 are the best. Definitely, I think this is a must-have. This is a really good set. I'm going to be cracking this open soon to check this out. Haven't seen them in many years. I think the last time I saw the first Critters movie was probably about 20 years ago. So really excited to see this in high definition as well. I think the last time I watched it was on my computer when I had dial-up. I think I downloaded it illegally back in the early 2000s. Maybe it was like 2000 or so. So yeah, I'm really happy to get this. And that's it, guys. That's what I got this Christmas. Made out like a bandit. So want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I may be putting out a video on Sunday with a couple things I ordered from Amazon. They are kind of horror related, but, well, I guess you could call them horror, but you'll see on Sunday if I decide to release that video on Sunday. But Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you very much for watching my channel. And 111 subs. 111 subs. Never thought that would happen. I just started releasing videos just kind of for insurance purposes, and then decided just to kind of come out and start showing off some of the stuff I'm collecting. I appreciate you guys watching, guys and gals. Have a good afternoon, have a good evening, and a Happy New Year. Thanks again.